I'm in a unique position where I have actually grown a channel before. So I'm going to talk to you about that in this video, because not only have I grown a channel, but I've quit a channel. And I'm going to show you what happened and what the results of that decision were. And that if I hadn't made that decision, then I'd be already a full-time monetized YouTuber. So let's talk about that now. So need to go back then to 2017 in November. And that's when I created or released my first video on another channel, which you'll see on the screen now. And this channel was a faceless channel, and it was a similar niche to the one I'm in now, but I made videos more about, they were tutorials, faceless tutorials on editing software and equipment, how to record your voice, how to record your screen, things like that. And so it's kind of a growth niche, but more tutorial based and faceless. And I released one video in November 2017. And then I didn't release another video for, what was it, a year and 4 months, I think. I'm doing this from memory, so forgive me. You'll see stuff on the screen that will show you the real numbers if I get them wrong. But yeah, a year and 4 months until I released my second video. And the reason for that was that I started this channel as kind of a bit of fun, as like a side project. I wanted to know how to create a YouTube channel. I wanted to see what the process was and see if I enjoyed it. And I was just looking for something, I think, a bit of a challenge. I wasn't getting challenged so much at work, so I decided to start this on the side. And then quickly, once I'd done the first video, I was like, okay, I know how to do that now. I'll shelve it. And then I decided, well, you know, why don't I carry on? So I was waiting for a promotion at work, a promotion opportunity to come up. And so I thought, okay, I'll just do some more videos. So I started doing a few more, and I think I did another one then a year and 4 months later. And then I did a whole bunch of in a row, and then I quit again. August 2019, that's when I made the final video on that channel. I'd made 10 videos that I actually released. And that 10th video, at that point when I released it, I was on 35 subscribers. Not really surprising given my terrible upload schedule and just my terrible process of making content. I didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't follow a lot of the advice. I think my tutorials were okay, decent information in them, but there was a lot of extra waffling and just a lot of stuff that didn't need to be there, and a lot of bad practices. So I followed none of the advice that you would expect either back then or now for growth on a YouTube channel. And I sat 35 subscribers in November 2019. And that was my final video, my 10th video. Now you might think, well, what do you mean you've grown a channel then? Well, this is where it gets kind of weird. So I just abandoned the channel and just ignored it, basically. It was just left to die. 35 subscribers, and it's doing nothing. But then over time, it started to grow. And I grew from 35 subscribers to 794, which currently is more than I have on this channel. And I've got to emphasize, after that 10th video is when it grew, and the videos on the channel started picking up traction, and they grew without me doing anything. No input, not even logging into the account most of the time. I didn't look at the subscriber count. I did no new videos. I didn't do any community posts. I did nothing. I don't even know if community posts existed then. I don't think they did. And that channel just grew. And one of the reasons it grew was because it was evergreen content, and it was quite heavily search based. So my stats on that channel were crazy. Some of them, I mean, I had videos with 75% average view duration. I had 17% click-through rates on videos. I had all kinds of crazy numbers. I literally did nothing. The reasons that I quit were not because it was hard, or not because of a lot of the reasons that we talk about on this channel. It was simply because I just did it for a bit of a laugh, almost. I didn't need it. It wasn't a business for me or anything like that. But what it showed me is that, firstly, I can grow a channel. And secondly, I did it without following any of the normal stuff, any of the guru advice or any of the stuff that you hear either back then or now, because it was the content, I guess, that was the answer. I provided value and I answered questions that people were searching for. And it really was that simple. My thumbnails were bad, you know, there was nothing special about any of it. So what that tells me is that I can succeed at YouTube. I know I can do it, because although I didn't get monetized on that channel, I do have 4,500 hours of watch time on that channel. And I have I had fairly near this subscriber count. So if you think, if I'd just done some videos within that year or whatever it was that I did nothing, or even after that into the future, if I just had some consistency on there, imagine where I'd be with it now if I could get 794 with doing nothing. So I believe that if I'd kept going with that channel 6 years later now, after I uploaded my last video, if I just kept pushing, I would be a full-time YouTuber now. I kind of know it almost. And so you might think, why did you not revive that channel or convert it into this one? And that's a fair point. And I did consider that when I started this channel. But what I thought is that part of the whole ethos of this channel is that I want to grow it from zero. I want to go from nothing to something. And I want to show other people that it's possible. That's part of the whole, I mean, that's at least 50% of the whole point of my channel. So that was the first reason. But another reason was that I wanted to do it, obviously, honestly and organically. But I also felt that I didn't know what to do anymore. I'm not sure I ever did, but I definitely didn't know what to do 6 years on, because a lot had changed. Not only YouTube itself, but every piece of software was different. There was software that didn't exist that everybody uses now, but it didn't even exist then. So I basically had to relearn everything, all the skills, all the theory, all the growth tips and hacks, you know, everything. It was a whole new world. And I didn't feel like I was a YouTuber or I was a success and I could just do it again. Now, when I look back on it, I realized, well, clearly I can do it again. I mean, there's nothing stopping me now if there was nothing stopping me then. But I had to relearn everything. And so I wasn't an expert. You know, I wasn't an expert when I started this channel. All you need to do is go back and look at my early videos on this channel and you'll see the difference between, I guess, then and now, in terms of the way I talk to the camera, in terms of the production quality, the audio, everything. So you can see that I started again. It's literally there on this channel and it will never disappear. It will always be there. But the point of this is that I want you to think, if you're thinking about quitting your channel, think where I could have been now with mine, okay? And that's exactly where you could be with yours. Because you might be on the edge of success. Now, I've been there twice now. I was there with my 35 subscribers and I never knew it. And then it went to 794. And I'm there now. I was there last week. When I had 500 subscribers last week, and now I've got 720, maybe more if I check my phone now. Maybe I'll do that while I'm talking to you. But I'm there again now, I feel like. On the edge of succeeding. And let me just have a look in here. I need to get YouTube Studio back just so I can check. No, I'm on 720. No, sorry, 723 now. So I've gained 3 while I've been walking out here with you. So my point is that you don't know when things are going to just take off. None of us do. Everybody's different. Everybody grows differently. There's often no rhyme or reason to it. You can have better videos than someone else. They just don't take off for whatever reason. Could often be YouTube, could be a combination of things. But if you can hit some of those sweet spots that I talked about in my last video, some of those milestones and some of those improvements and that type of stuff, it could just be around the corner for you. So don't quit like I did, because I know I didn't need it then. It was a hobby, but now I do need this, or at least I want to do this. So my priorities have changed. I'm looking for more freedom than I had in my previous job. I'm looking for a better lifestyle. No, I'm looking for something that I wasn't looking for back then. So I didn't quit because it was hard. I quit because I didn't need it. And then coming on 6 years now, I do need it. And I want to do it. You don't know what's going to happen in the future with your channel, with your life. So try and keep going on the YouTube thing, because I had, and this is really important as well, I had the best job I've ever had. And people in my organization also said, your team has the best job in this entire organization. And they were right, we did. There's nothing like the job I had before. And this is one of the reasons why I struggle now to say go back to a traditional job, because I will not find one like that. I had so much freedom of time, freedom to be with my family, freedom to work exactly how I wanted most of the time. The only thing I didn't have was geographical freedom. That's the only thing that I was missing. So when I come to think about a job now, am I going to go backwards or am I going to go forwards? I think for most people, the answer would be pretty clear. They want to go forwards. So what I need to do now is achieve the small pieces that were missing from that almost perfect job to have now the perfect job, because I'm 47 years old. I'm not going backwards. And I don't think any of you should either. So you might be doing this thing for the similar reasons that I am. And if you are, don't quit. If this is your first channel, don't quit. Or evolve, adapt into something new, but keep following the dream, because I didn't, I quit, and look where I could have been with it now. So anytime you think about stopping, think about this story. Let me know in the comments below if you're having any struggles, or what you think about this video, or what you think about the things I've said, and we'll talk again soon.